see this phone? The Poco F5 5G recently launched, and we're going to be telling you top features of this phone and should you be buying this or not. This is Tech Talk with me, Shruti Sharma, and we'll be reviewing the new Poco F5 5G smartphone. So the Poco F5 5G smartphone is here, and we're going to be telling you the highlights of this first 6.67 display screen of this smartphone, which is pretty big, and a spoiler alert, yes, it is very, very impressive. The pricing is 29,999. The offer price is 26,999. Makes sense to buy it at the offer price. And thirdly, the massive battery, which is 5000 mAh, amazing battery, and the latest Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2 processor, which is the first ever in this smartphone. How's the phone? Let's get started with the design first. So when you mix a silver color in the white color, you get some glittery stuff is what looks like the back of the Poco F5 5G smartphone. You can see it here. It looks glittery and shimmery. So some might like it, some might not. So a very mixed reaction is what we're going to get in terms of the design of the smartphone. The back looks glossy, looks glassy also, but it's plastic. But overall, the form factor of the phone is very good. The best part is display here. Display is to die for. One of the most impressive thing of this smartphone, the display. Everything that you see on the smartphone looks very, very good. Big screen and very good experience. We'll play an audio and a video clip also, and you'll be a judge for yourself. How do you find the audio and the video quality of the Poco F5 5G?
Ferrari, एक और Porsche, Urus भी दिखाई देगी आपको यहाँ पर, और उसके साथ में Audi की R8. अब आप सोच रहे होंगे मैं कहाँ आया हूँ? मैं आया हूँ Big Boy टॉयज के ऊपर.
So like we told you, display is something to die for. Design is what we told you about. More on the display is that it has a 12-bit of AMOLED screen, 100% DCI-P3 colors, Dolby Vision with HDR10+. So the audio video is decent, and yes, the flagship smartphone here has the best display in this price segment. There is no doubt about it. Well, talking about the performance, we tested the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2 processor, which is the first given in this one, and the performance has been fantastic. There was no lag, no heating issues, multiple windows open at the same time. We did not face any issues at all. Everything went on smooth. The display in terms of the refresh rate is 120 Hz, so everything was pretty fast. The performance, the display, everything ran very, very smooth. Well, if you're talking about Poco and not talking about gaming, not possible. Well, the gaming has been fantastic. There was no lag when we played the game. There was no heating issue, and the graphics went quite smooth. So everything in terms of performance was very good. So you get this in HDB storage with 128 GB, which is priced, of course, at 29,999, and the phone is 5G with dual SIM and has dual speakers, and of course the 3.5mm headphone jack, which is a much required thing these days. Coming on to the cameras, it has triple lens at the back, so 64 megapixel with the OIS. Yes, you heard it right, the OIS is what I wanted to mention here, and 8 megapixel ultra wide and 2 megapixel macro lens. The performance of the camera as well, take a look at the pictures first, and then we'll tell you the quick verdict on the camera here. So here the pictures are very, very crisp, punchy colors. So overall performance, I have to talk about the cameras for the Poco F5. Well, it has been decent, not very impressive. The cameras could have been better in this price segment. If you're not a very, very avid photographer, then this is okay for you if you're using pictures on the social media and the general casual photography that you need to do. But if you're a serious photographer and looking out something more in terms of photography from a smartphone, well, I think you could look at some other options, because the camera here is just about okay and performed decent. Cameras is something which did not impress me much in this phone. Battery, 5000 mAh battery, massive battery, 0 to 100% took about 45 minutes to charge, and a quick charging here, which is worth mentioning, 0 to 20%, which just took 5 minutes. So that for those emergency times when the battery is draining out and you want to make a call and there has to be a quick charging that you need, this is where the Poco F5 comes handy. The 5 minutes of charging fetches you 0 to 20% of charging. Now that's a great thing here. The UI is MIUI 14, which is very easy to use, very user-friendly UI, and works on Android 13. It has 2 years of Android updates and 3 years of security patch. What else do you want? Well, we don't want a bloatware. This is what the downer here is in terms of bloatware, but it has bloatware, which is not very impressive thing. So that could have been avoided. So Poco F5 5G bloatware is not a great thing here. And now very quickly, should I be buying this phone or not? Let me first tell you that if you're getting an offer price and really want to buy this phone, offer price is the one that you should be buying it. Don't buy it for 29,999. That gets a little higher. So under 30,000 flagship mid-segment smartphone is the Poco F5. 26,909 is the app price wherein you should be buying it at. So offer price, grab it. Okay. Well, design part, I'm impressed. Display, over impressed, one of the best for that matter. Third is the performance, which is very good. So Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2 has performed and kind of lived up to our expectations. Talking about the battery, massive, good. Well, the camera could have been better, the bloatware could have been avoided. So these two places where the Poco F5 is a downer. Otherwise, overall, if you look at the phone, it is very, very good to use, very handy and a very good phone in terms of the mid-segment smartphones pricing that you get. There could be better ones in terms of photography, but otherwise it is a good buy for the price that they're offering at.